Hello everybody and welcome back to Going Medieval. As always, I am Door, and today I think we are going to go ahead and wrap up this series because we have a trebuchet up on the hillside over here just destroying our base right now. So there's actually 4 of them and they're just beaming our buildings. I didn't realize they were even here because I was zoomed in a little bit, so I wasn't actually seeing the top of the mountain. It was something like this. I just saw a bunch of people, and then I saw a bunch of like streaks going across my screen, and it's because they're just like bombarding our buildings right now. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this series today, but we're going to go ahead and play through this, see if we can go ahead and manage to kill these people and then like rebuild our place here, hopefully, I guess. But yeah, we kind of don't have a decent amount of people, and it doesn't seem like the raiders are actually scaling to our people. Like it used to be a 1-to-1, and now it's like we're constantly outnumbered. So I think we might have boned it a little bit. I think next time we do this, we might go ahead and try and build some sort of a maze or something, so they have to go through it to get to us, and hopefully our people can kill them. Or if we don't do that, at least we might go ahead and like dig a trench all the way around our base so that we only have like 1 or 2 entrances that the enemies can actually come in from. So that way we're not having to do this on several little areas, like having to build a little wall and have staircases going to the top of them and having a way for these people to get to them and shoot at people. So I think this is the last raider dude, right? The last like physical walking one. Nope, never mind. There's more up here. They left their trebuchets. Can we take these from them? I don't know if we can, but we have the other thing that they came with last episode, the big battering ram. Unless our people broke it down already. They might have broke it down already because it was right here and it's not there anymore. So we might have scrapped it on accident, and that's my bad. But we only have 4 more of these people left. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into 2 times. Can I put it into 3 times? I can't put it into 3 times. Yeah, I can't do that during a raid. Okay, so these guys are gonna just pretty much run at our people and die because they're taking a bunch of damage from the spikes, and then our archers are pretty accurate right now. And so there's only 2 of them left alive. They're going to go ahead and run away. Let's go ahead and disable these guys from the army thing, and then we need to go back through and set all of our stuff to get rebuilt here. And I'm glad the rest of this didn't actually like cave in because that would have been really bad. It did break the flooring though, which is a little odd. I guess it's because it was having like splash damage or something. I'm not quite sure about that, but we can go ahead and just rebuild. It's not going to be that bad. We do have a bunch of limestone, so it'll just take a little while for them to go ahead and lay the stuff all back out, but it shouldn't be too bad here. Let me go ahead and do that, and then I need to actually go to the bottom floor to see if there were support beams. I think there should be a support beam. Oh no, you know what? There's not a support beam because of the doors. So I think we had a staircase here, and let me just make sure that that's how we have it. We have it like this, and then we had a support beam here so that the floor wouldn't cave in, and I think that's all that broke on this building other than the top floor. So once they're done with that, I'll go ahead and relay the floor and the roofing and all that, but for right now it's fine. We can go ahead and cover up this thing again with some limestone flooring just to go ahead and cover the entrance to the bottom bit there. We can go ahead and replace the wall, and then we're also going to need a roof thing here, which I think is going to be this one. If I could select it. Let me just double check and make sure that's what it is. It should be that one, yes. So something like that should work, and that's the roof on this building back and ready to go. I don't think it damaged anything down any further. Yeah, I didn't get to the kitchen that's down there, and all it really broke was a couple of floor tiles, a little bit of the wall, and a little bit of this building in general. So it wasn't that bad. I thought we were going to have a lot more things get destroyed. But anyways, with that stuff started again, we're going to go ahead and head over here because those things are still here. The trebuchets are still here. So I wonder if we can go ahead and have these people interact with them. This is also a new person. They came in between episodes. So we got Lettuce House over here for, I don't know, that's a pretty cool name. But if we go ahead and right click on it, we can have them operate or deliver ammo to it. So what happens if we have them operate it? Can we have them move that all the way back into our base, and then we could use that on an incoming raid? That would be kind of cool. So we'll follow Lettuce whenever they decide to go out there. They are enjoying entertainment. I don't want you to enjoy entertainment. I want you to operate this thing. I can't move it. It's not like Age of Empires. Okay. And Lettuce is not going out there. Okay, so what if we have one of our founders go out there? Okay, maybe they can't interact with it at all, or their other jobs are overriding my command here because none of them are coming over to this thing. So we're just going to leave it be. Hopefully the next raid that comes in, they don't use that on us. I would like to either bring them in our walls or break them down so that they're not here anymore, but I guess we can't really interact with them all that much. We also went ahead and moved this thing outside. This is going to be the stockpile for bodies because the 2 pyre things that we had weren't actually fast enough for burning off the bodies, so our people were just walking by them. I think there was a bunch of dead people right here. I think after last episode's little raid, and so our people just kept walking past them going into church, and so they were all getting the negative effect for seeing the dead bodies. So I went ahead and pretty much disabled these guys from burning because there's no use for any of the ash and stuff right now, so it's just kind of a waste of wood to be burning the bodies like that. And I went ahead and just moved the stockpile out here to go ahead and just have them decay and turn into bones basically without us having to see them. So our people are pretty much done building out this little wall here, so let's go ahead and fill in the floor space again. So this shouldn't be too bad. I think we need one there, and then we can just drag and drop this stuff here, and that should be the first floor back in operation. And then we can go ahead and do this to go ahead and fill in the top floor there again, and then all we got to do is replace the roof, which I believe we were using the other one, the slanted version. This guy here should do the trick, and that should be the roof done there. And then is there another piece right here that's missing? Why does this look different? Oh, that's the door right there showing through the roof. Okay, never mind. I think that's all the damages set back in motion to be built. Our apartment complex didn't get damaged any. We do need to be a little careful right now because we did go into a heat wave, so our people will have to deal with heat stroke if we aren't careful, which I don't know how to avoid it other than, I guess, maybe having them wear summer clothes, which we don't have anybody wearing right now. And while they are constructing the rest of that little missing building there, we're going to go ahead and kind of spruce up our cemetery a little bit here. So let's go ahead and put a fence around it to kind of give it a little different look here. So we'll go ahead and space it one away from the grave plot there, and then we'll go down, and that should be where we turn. And then if we can go ahead and select the corner piece, something like that should be fine. And then we can just go ahead and put a little fence post all the way around, and then same thing on this side here. All of our people are going unconscious because it's too hot for them to be doing stuff. I don't think it helps that we have the fire pits everywhere and we don't turn them off, so it's like 80 degrees everywhere they go right now. So we'll leave that open so that there's a way into it at least. There's also no more room in here if we need to put any more bodies, so it's pretty much at capacity unless we want to, I guess, dig people up and rebury them. I wonder if maybe the other burial thing is something that buries them above ground. So can we place a body here? Oh, we can. Okay. So if we wanted the cemetery like that, we could have done that as well. We would have been able to fit more bodies in here too. I just thought these were like fancy coffins, so I wanted to leave these for the 3 founders to be buried in instead of everybody being buried in it. Okay, so as the repairs go on up top there, we're going to go ahead and take a look around our base and see the things that we can change and improve on next season. So the main thing I want to change is the way we have storage, right? So if the storage stays the same, because this game is early access, if it stays the same as it is now, then the next time we come into this, we already know that the support beams can support up to 10 long and then 2 or 3 out to the side. So the spacing we have currently works. So we have a support beam and then we have 3 and then a support beam. So nothing is going to cave in this room because of the way the support beams are. But we wasted a little bit of space here because we didn't go 10 long with it. So we have more room possible to go ahead and squeeze stuff in. It's just that it'll take a little bit of time to go ahead and dig out that area. So next time we can just have maybe a 10 to 20 or 30 or 40 long little area that is just going to be a bunch of raw food, and then we can have a secondary little thing that can be cooked food, maybe not as big, and then we can have a third one, maybe not as big again, that can be just the corpses of people, so that if we need to sometime in winter or something, we can go ahead and eat them if we mess up and we don't have food on hand to go. So that's how we want to go ahead and do it next season if we ever come back to the game. That was the main issue here. We had a bunch of food spoiling, and we tried to scramble and fix it by putting insulation, and the insulation is not the thing to do. It makes the room unbearably hot apparently for the food. And then another thing that we need to do early on in the next series is have the rooms up and going early instead of just building little rooms here and there, having the spare rooms as a kitchen and stuff. Having the dedicated room that gives you the bonus is going to be pretty important early on as well, because it helps with the speed of cooking, it helps with the research speeds. It's a pretty important thing that we didn't realize was even in the game. In all honesty, I didn't realize it until I started looking up things in the game to do and realized that was an option. So hopefully by the time we come into this game next time, there is more room types, because some of these things don't have a room type. The smelters and stuff are just normal smelters. The brewery things also don't have a room type dedicated to them, so that would be kind of cool to have one of those as well. And I think that's mainly the only thing. This thing too, this thing was a complete waste of resources and time, the storage room that we built, because it's really not that big. Like, we have a ton of stuff in here, but it's kind of stuff that doesn't necessarily need to be in an enclosed room. It needs to be covered so it doesn't get destroyed or ruined by the rain and weather and stuff. But building up a big building like this and putting stuff in here wasn't really the best use of our time, in all honesty. But I mean, we have it up and running. The Great Hall, again, is something else that we kind of wasted a little bit of time on building and resources, because this has more seats than we've ever had people. I think the most people we ever had was 12, I want to say, maybe 10. So we have like 40 seats or something, and we never even got close to that. Kind of the same thing over here with our apartment complex. We have all these extra rooms ready to go when and if we ever have an influx of people, but I don't think that's how this game works. You get like one person every 8 days or something, and I think it might be a little random. I think you either get a person or you get a raid, I think is what's happening. So we just got unlucky. Our people keep dying, and we really dragged our feet with getting the defenses up and going. That was something that I didn't really think was going to be that important, in all honesty. I thought our people would be able to win one-on-one fights over and over again, but that did not pan out the way I thought it was, and we kind of scrambled a little too late to get these things up and going. And now they're kind of helping, right? I think we just went to 2 or 3 raids and we didn't lose anybody, so it's been nice. I think the last person we lost was this person, Matilda or Mary or something. Marjorie, that's the name. We lost 10 people so far, and I think the founders don't die, I think is what's happening. Either that or we've gotten incredibly lucky and they haven't died by any of these raids. But nonetheless, all of the repairs are done, and our storehouse and our kitchen are back operational, so that's pretty good. This thing over here, we didn't really utilize either, the underground of the apartment complex. I wanted to go ahead and use this as a storage area too, because it's going to be covered from the rain and the weather and stuff. We just never really had a need to use it. But I think the stuff that's under here right now is going to last a little while. It's not on the correct floor type, so the wheat or the hay bales will go bad. It's just that it's not going to be affected by the weather anymore. All right, well, I think that's actually going to go ahead and be it for this series. Next time we play this game, we'll pick a different map. This was the mountain type here, and I think I'm going to go with the plains version or whatever it is, so that we can actually have some farms and not have to shove them over in the corner where we only have some grass to actually grow stuff on. That was kind of not great for us. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and be it for the series. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.